Hey, what's up guys? This is Team Hard Life Captain Alberto Zertuche here, and I am building some custom-made leaders for Captain that we have been doing business with for quite some time now. He owns his own charter business down the Laguna Madre, where he has a floating cabin and he takes people out for excursions. You may know him as Captain Blair, and I've seen him in my videos before. Well, we have been designing his leaders for him, or constructing them, off of what he was requesting for several years now. Well, they're really picking up there on needing what we have to offer. So here's another batch of me putting them together. I've got 20 inches of 135-pound coated cable. I'm using 100-pound stainless swivels right here, and you're gonna see the type of hooks I'm using on the other end.
Gotta bite. I think I got a lot of stress on my mind. It's a nice day to go. Yeah, I gotta line. I'ma call up the whole team.
So as you can tell guys, I've got quite a stack of the 135-pound coated cable here, and I'm using the double long 1.0 double mini sleeves. This is so that way when we're attaching the sleeves to the leader, we don't have to attach two of them to get the desired lockdown that we are looking for. The reason why we do that is because when you use coated cable, it acts kind of as a lubricant and will slide out with enough pressure. By adding a double length, it's ensuring that we're going way more than any line class that they'll be using while fishing for these type of fish. They are going for slot reds and drum and bull reds and stuff like that, and he's never had one of ours slip while doing this because we've taken the extra precaution of crimping it the way we do with the added length of the sleeves. Yep, and now that I've got my crimpers going, as you can tell, I have to crimp each sleeve 3 times in order to get the full length of the sleeve crimped through. This is some very important deals for us to ensure that, since it is cable and it's crimped end to end, if we were using these on monofilament, we would flare out the end on each end to ensure that the sleeve doesn't crimp all the way across, because sometimes there is a burr on the inside and it can cut your monofilament. As for cable, we don't have to worry about it. So that was just a little sneak peek of how much we've gotten done throughout the day and stuff like that. And I'm still using the HD 100s that I started using last year. We've got multiple pairs in-house, or sorry, not HD 100s, HD 800s, and they're made by Bill Fisher that we've been using. We have noticed a few things on them. Sometimes one side will get stuck more than the other, so we have to kind of offset the sleeve when we are crimping it and stuff like that. And haven't really showed it in any of these videos because we're sitting here putting out a mass production level of a bunch of liters for this Captain and for our walls. We figured, since, you know, a lot of the guides out there are using them, we can go ahead and start selling them to the customers as well. You know, it's always cool to take fishing tackle when you're going out with guides, especially if, you know, it's already been proven to work and stuff like that, because, you know, it does help out the guides as well. You know, a lot of tackle gets lost during the fishing trip, and when you go over there and you take your own, it can help them, you know, offset the cost of how much it takes to take you out fishing. Alright, here we go. I've been doing it for a while already. We are using the stainless steel 10-aught circle hooks for these because they're still allowed to be used for this style of fishing, unlike the shark fishing where you cannot use stainless steel circle hooks. He's caught everything with these: bull reds, big black drum, jack crevalles, flounders, sheephead. He said he's caught it all with them, and he loves them because the hooks don't rust out after every single trip. He used to use some other hooks you know, by eagle claw and mustad and stuff like that, and they would rust out after, you know, every trip, because they are fishing with them 3 to 4 days at a time, and then, you know, they're sitting there for a week or so, or 2 weeks before they get used again. And this way he could rinse them off and keep reusing them and reusing them. And with the stainless steel coated cable that we are using is a high grade, so he doesn't really have to worry about the leader falling apart, more so of, you know, having break-offs and stuff like that of natural occurrences while you're out there fishing. You know, we've spoken to multiple customers today that own their own boats and stuff like that, and a lot of them are, you know, interested in what we have to offer here, guys. We make custom fishing tackle of all levels. We've had a lot of people come in and ask us to make them certain things and stuff like that, and we don't really have a specialty price for that. We just have pricing on the materials it takes and our labor. So if you're interested in getting leaders made up for yourself a certain way with certain materials, we are able to accommodate that without specialty pricing on it. So it's just food for thought, guys. A lot of people make their own, but there's other ways to get it done. And yes, it may cost a little bit more, but at the same time too, you can know that it's going to get done instead of trying to worry about trying to make time to make your own leaders. We can get it done here at Hard Lives Bait and Tackle, 1902 South Padre Island Drive, Suite A, Corpus Christi, Texas 78416. Or you can call the shop at 361-334-2171. And most definitely, guys, we've got the website still under construction. It's hard to keep up with the amount of changes that happen, but look at those hooks. Beautiful, ready for some monster fishing. Check it out.